So here we have yet another fascinating Citroën, as is so often the case with Citroëns throughout their 100-year history. Arguably the most iconic of all the cars they made, one of the most important cars all they made. This is the DS, which translates literally from the way DS is pronounced in French into goddess, and it really was a goddess of motoring when launched here in Paris in 1955. This particular DS is a very unusual example of the breed. You can't see it too clearly from with me in the way, but it's actually a shortened two-door coupe version of the DS. Citroën themselves only built the four-door saloons. Various coach builders, particularly Chaperon, built coupe models, but say this was shortened. It made the handling more agile, particularly great for events such as the Moroccan Rally. But also it's a little cunning because it was a working prototype disguising what became the car next to it, the Citroën SM, which in the late 60s was very much under development, but still very much also a secret. So Citroën could run these shortened two-door DS coupes on the road. Nobody would really pay them much attention. Rather, the four-cylinder engine the DS ran, Citroën were after bigger engines. They actually bought Maserati in the late 60s, took a Maserati V8 engine, sawed two cylinders off to create a V6, and they ran a number of these DSs with a 2.5 and a 3-litre V6 engine. So on the road they look quite ordinary, but did a lot of very useful, elaborate testing with them. So the Citroën SM, this was launched at the Geneva show in 1970 alongside the GS. It was really a return for France to what were known as the Grand Routier cars. France didn't really have any prestigious models beyond the DS. So in 1970, Citroën thought, we'll resolve this, launched the SM with a Maserati engine, let's say a 6-cylinder, still with all those sort of novelties that Citroën had, the hydroelastic suspension, plus quite a few more in the SM. We saw the DS that competed in the 69 Moroccan Rally. This car competed in 71 and did incredibly well. Again, it had all of the benefits, the assets of the DS in terms of its suspension, the fact you could raise it, but obviously with that Maserati V6 engine, considerably more power, more aerodynamic, less weight, and a far sportier drive. Sadly, Citroën, the launch of both the GS and the SM at Geneva in 1970, two major undertakings, very costly. Essentially, it bankrupt the company. So by 1974, they were bust. Michelin were their main shareholder at the time. They'd slightly had enough. So Peugeot bought them in what then became the PSA group. Citroën were very keen to continue the SM, Peugeot slightly less so because it was a bit of a loss maker for them, a great image booster car, but didn't make a lot of money. So sadly, Peugeot canned the SM project and they died off in 1975. So it had a very short life, only around 10,000 were built, but now very, very collectible and a great car.